like broadcasting and multicasting.
Switch is a layer 2 device, you mean to say. Okay. And it will be do the broadcasting and unicast, right?
Yes, broadcast, multicast, and unicasting.
Akhil, is it right?
Yes, sir.
Soumya? Soumya?
Yes, sir.
Switch what it will be do? It will do like a broadcast, unicast, and multicast. Is it right? Pritham is saying switch will do broadcast, multicast, and unicast.
But I think it only does broadcasting.
Okay, Akhil, what is broadcast, what is unicast, and what is multicast?
Broadcasting is nothing but like one from source to destination in order to reach this destination particular if the destination MAC address is doesn't know, then the switch carries out the broadcast and send this message to all the devices in the which are connected to the switch. That's what is broadcasting. Unicast is if a PC knows the MAC address of a destination, then it goes uh, it is called unicasting. And multicasting is like mm,
Multicast is nothing but to one to group of members. Like they do
yeah,
have multicast
yeah,
IP addresses. Like
sorry, I
fine,
didn't know.
fine. Soumya, can you explain the concept of VLAN? What is a VLAN? Types of VLAN, and what we'll do with the help of VLANs?
Okay. VLAN stands for Virtual Local Area Network. It is like logical way which divide local area network into some multiple segments, and that share some physical LAN together. And it can help to reduce some network trafficking. There are three types. Uh, Port-based VLAN. I think. Okay, like it's overlay network, like together subset of devices. It has three.
Go ahead, go ahead. Soumya, go ahead.
Wait.
Hi,
Sir, I
Susmita.
just need to inform types of VLAN.
Yes, that's what I'm asking you. What is VLAN and types of VLAN?
Yeah, VLAN has three types. One is MAC-based VLAN, and the second one is protocol-based VLAN, and third one is port-based VLAN.
Port based, MAC based, and port based.
Uh, yes.
Two times you said like port
Okay.
based only.
Port-based VLAN. Coming to port-based VLAN, the devices like based on the physical switch port. Coming to the MAC-based VLAN, devices are like to be assigned based on the MAC addresses.
One more is voice VLAN.
Uh,
voice VLAN. Yesterday we
Voice.
discussed it.
Oh,
Fine. Actually, a VLAN, what it will be do whenever the switch got any information, like we have connected, like here one end user. This end user connected to switch, like already connected only. Sorry. So I'm giving one IP address of this PC. What switch will do first, we'll discuss, then we'll discuss the VLAN. Switch will do broadcast the information, right? This IP address is 10 and 20 for this and 30 for this, 40 for this. First, we'll discuss what switch will do. I'm trying to give the IP addresses for this. I'm giving the every PC IP address to statically. Another, we have a DSCP also. Dynamic host configuration protocol. It will be dynamically, it will be take automatically IP address. So here I'm giving statically 20. If you have any doubts in configuration, ask me. So I'm trying to ping. See, within a LAN, it's a single area network. I have taken only 192.168, 1.10. It means it's a only one subnet is there, 1.0. The subnet is 24. The IP address is of that subnet is 192.168, 1.0. The single subnet I have taken. So here I'm trying within a LAN, I'm trying to ping the PC. Here by default, VLAN 1 is configured. With the help of VLAN 1, we'll check. So VLAN, see by default, VLAN 1 is enabled to every port. With the help of VLAN 1, our data will be transferred. By default, it will be enabled. So I want to communicate at one different access switch to and another different access switch. Here I have taken two different access switches. So we'll check here what switch will do with the help of simulation. We'll check. I'm trying to ping PC, this PC dot 10 to dot 40. 1.40. Before the pinging, I'll start simulation and we'll check what switch will do. Enter. See, the packet is originated from here. It will be reached to switch. Then switch will broadcast the information to everyone. See, this switch will again broadcast the information. This switch don't want that information packet, though that is why rejected, and this switch also rejected. But we try to ping this PC. That is the reason this only accepted that. This is a first packet. Likewise, 4 packets will be initiated. What switch is doing? No, just check it. Getting the reply. Switch is doing the broadcast. So I don't want that broadcast information to every PC. I'm trying, my goal is like I want to ping dot 10 to dot 40. My source IP address is dot 10 and my destination IP address is dot 40. But first time the packet whenever the originated, it will be sent to the all the PCs. So it is not a good thing. Understood? We should have to isolate the packets. Got it? Any questions? What switch is doing? In real time, you can check now. Successfully we got the ping reply. If you want to check ARP table, ARPR minus A. We got the ARP table. If I want to get, see, in first class we discussed it like what is ARP table, how we'll get the ARP table. Understood? Packet flow. First source and this one is destination IP address. First, whenever we know the destination IP address of this PC, so source IP address is our 192.168.1.10 and destination IP address is 1.40 and we don't know the MAC address. That is the reason source MAC address is something A, you can assume. We don't know the destination MAC address. So first packet, it will be broadcast the information that is F likewise. Whenever the giving the reply time, then source IP address, this is the source and this one is the destination. Whenever the giving the reply, is said first packet is originated that packet giving the reply, that time it will be source and this one is the destination. That time source IP address is dot 40 and it will be giving the our MAC address, like my MAC address is B. So then the our source IP address is like sorry, destination IP address is like dot 10, sorry, dot 10, yeah, dot 10 and the source IP MAC address is like here B. It is giving her MAC address. My MAC address is B. Then he knows what is the MAC address of destination A. So likewise, the MAC address will be, it will be get this IP address together whenever you originated some traffic. Now you can check here only we have one MAC address. If you initiate another traffic like from this try to ping like 30. Earlier we do have only one MAC address. So now try to get the MAC address of, see, this one also we got it. Understood? If you want to check another MAC address also, just initiate the traffic. Like my ARP minus A. If you want to check the MAC address from switch, go to switch and CLI mode, show MAC address table. This PC have every PC MAC address. If you want to verify for this PC of MAC address, just IP config slash R. Here you can verify the MAC address of this PC. 7A 7A 76. Verify from here. Of Ethernet, not for Bluetooth. This is a physical address. Likewise, we should have to check. Physical address is 00D0 D3 4A 1AC8 1AC8 1AC8. Can verify it. But this is the MAC address. So finally, switch what it will do, broadcast the information, whichever that information it will be got. Like if you have the multiple PCs here, like you have if multiple PCs they are connected likewise, so it will broadcast to information to every PC. This PC also, this PC also, this PC also, this PC also, this PC also. So I want to isolate the broadcast, the information. So we have a concept like VLAN. With the help of VLAN, we can break this VLAN, this broadcast information. Virtual local area network. How we'll configure the VLAN? Now we'll check the lab. In this switch configuration part, any doubts? If you have any queries, we'll discuss. Otherwise, we'll move forward. Guys, it's a basic lab only. Yes or no?
No doubts.
Fine. Leave it. Taking here. How to configure the VLANs and so in this lab only, I'll configure both end VLANs and isolate the information. We'll check. Now, if you want to communicate to every PC, it is communicating. Check 20 also and 30 also and 40 also for every PC. That is the reason he got the every MAC address. So we'll isolate. I will configure this is a VLAN 10. This is a VLAN 10. And this one is the VLAN 20. And for this one is VLAN, same VLAN 10. And you can assume this is a first floor and it's a second floor. And this is the HR department wants to communicate, again HR department, and this is the account department wants to communicate, again account department only. It's a different floor. Both are in different floors. So how to configure by default here? Completely by default VLAN 1 is enabled. So that is the reason we communicate to each other. No, I don't want VLAN 1. So VLAN, just give the question mark. The range is like 0 to 14094. This many VLANs I can assign. 4094 up to this many VLANs. In these VLANs, so by default, these VLANs are enabled. 102, 103, 104, 1004, 1005, 1002. This is the active VLANs. For research purpose, they configure. By default, these VLANs are enabled for research purpose. Now I'm configuring here VLAN 10. The name is like HR and exit VLAN 20. The name is account. Now check it. So I VLAN brief HR and 20 is for this. I haven't assigned any ports still. You can check, verified. I haven't assigned any port for this port. All the ports are available till VLAN 1 only. So how to assign the VLAN per single port? So here we have like access port and trunk port. What is the difference between access port and trunk port? Anyone can answer it. What is the difference between access port and trunk port?
Access port can only it's a connection between one VLAN to the switch port, and it only can carry one VLAN, and whereas trunk port can carry multiple VLANs.
Great. The access port will carry the only single VLAN information and trunk port will carry the multiple VLAN information. And access port will configure it only host end. Host end, it's mean end user, IP phone, server, or access point, Wi-Fi. This all are comes under, this all are comes here. It is, my screen is visible.
Yes.
I cannot zoom it, but here you can check PC, laptop, server, and down here. It is
We
visible.
can see.
Fine. These all are the host. PC, laptop, server. This is a Meraki server also here. Network controller, printer, IP phone. This also voice IP phone and phone, TV, tablet, smartphone. These all are. Check it from your end also. These all are the host. Fine. These are, if you want to, will assign in a single VLAN for this. So how we will assign for that? I have created two VLANs and config. So here we have different modes in switch or router in every device. This is a user mode. Actually, here we can troubleshoot only for the configuration part. I am explaining you. This is a user mode. Here we'll check the only show commands, whichever arc table, CDP neighborship, clock. These are the only basic troubleshooting we'll do. The L1 engineer having the up to user mode only. Now, if you want to move the user mode to different mode, so we have enable command. Then this is also like privilege mode. Here also just show commands only work, but compared to user mode, the privilege mode having the more access, like we can check the trace route, some extra features we have. Fine, these are many features we have. We'll check the VLAN, everything. So where we'll configure the information, if you want to configure anything, so you should have to move configure terminal. This is a global configuration mode. This is a global configuration mode. So we have like user mode, privilege mode, global configuration mode. If you want to change any configuration, you should have to move global configuration mode. That is with the help of config terminal, and it will be very different devices. If you are using SD-WAN device, then config underscore terminal will use different commands with the help of that. Fine. And different vendor also it will be vary. If you are using different HPP devices, it will be different configuration things will be a work. Fine, how we configure like VLANs, and if you want to do show VLAN, you can check here. Do show VLAN. Likewise, also you can check. So for this interface fast Ethernet 0/2. I'm assigning this port as a access. This port as a access. How I am assigning? This port as a access. 0/2. Switch port mode access. This much only. Now we'll assign the VLAN also for this. Switch port access VLAN 10. Understood? For these two commands, we have assigned for this interface. Now this port is went down because of STP. Once it will be moved down and it will be come automatically up. It will be take because of 45 seconds because of STP. So spanning. Now it was this port is learning state. Likewise, learning state, then listening state, learning, listening, then forwarding state. Now forwarding state. First, now fine. Now came up green color. Now check it. Show VLAN brief. Earlier we haven't assigned the port number. Now check here. We have assigned for this port as a access. Now showing the port also. First Ethernet 0/2. We haven't assigned for VLAN 20. We'll assign now. Config terminal interface fast Ethernet 0/3. For this port is 0/3. Switch port mode access and switch port access VLAN 10. Sorry, this one is 20. Now exit, show VLAN brief. You can check here. If you want to check the OWL configuration, show running configuration. Show running configuration. What we did the configuration, you can check with the help of show running configuration. It's an important command. And real time also you'll use this command. For this interface, we assign switch port access VLAN 20, switch port mode is access, and interface fast Ethernet 0/3, switch port access VLAN 20, switch port mode is access. Any doubts? How we will assign the access port?
No.
Fine. Now for same thing we'll do here also. Enable config terminal interface fast Ethernet 0/2 switch port. We haven't configured VLAN. It will won't take. See, you can check switch port access VLAN 10 because we haven't assigned the VLAN. First, you should have to assign the VLAN. Then only you can assign the interface level. So where will assign the VLAN? Global configuration mode. VLAN 10. Name is HR and exit VLAN 20 and name is account. Exit. Now can write interface fast Ethernet 0/2 switch port access VLAN 10 and switch port mode is access. Exit. Now assign the different port for this port, that is 20 VLAN will assign interface fast Ethernet 0/3 and for this VLAN switch port mode access switch port access VLAN 20 exit. Now try to ping it. Now try to ping it. Ping 192.168. It's VLAN 20. Try to ping. It is not pinging. Even though you try to ping as a VLAN 10, request timeout RTO we are getting. Guys, do you have any questions? Why it is not pinging?
No.
Who said no?
Me, Akhil.
Akhil. Why it is not pinging, Akhil? Both are
Because both are in different VLANs.
fine. If I'll try to ping same VLAN, then
Then
VLAN 10
also
and
it
VLAN 10. Huh?
then also it doesn't ping, sir, because you didn't describe the FA01 interface.
Same IP address I have tried to ping and try to ping as a 30. IP address configuration 192.168 1.30 for this interface. I'm trying to ping 1.30. Now tell me, Akhil, why it is not pinging?
Because we didn't establish this connection now, sir. FA01.
Oh, great. Fine. So what should I have to do here?
I think we have to assign the trunk port.
Have any idea?
More trunk.
Trunk port for this much only. So here we have two types of ISL and .1Q. Frame tagging. Earlier, the VLAN 1 is there. With the help of VLAN 1, the frame tagging will be happen. Now, whenever we are configuring the different, if I want to trunk different VLANs to communicate, there is a trunk mode. Whenever you are enabling the trunk, so we should have to take a mode frame tagging. Frame tagging, that is encapsulation. So we do have two types of ISL and .1Q. We have two types, .1Q and ISL. It's a Cisco proprietary one, and this one is the IEEE standard, open standard. So it's a layer 2 switch. No need to configure it this much thing. If you are taking L3 switch, then only it will be work for in this packet tracer. If you are trying to search also here, no, we cannot get. Switch port trunk, give the question mark here showing all. We are trying to take a different here the L3 device, then we will get encapsulation mode. Now allow the VLAN all, we can say. Exit. And for this interface, fast Ethernet 0/1, switch port mode trunk, switch port trunk, allowed VLAN all. Now try to ping it. Let's check the configuration. Show running configuration. What I did for this interface, only trunk it is enabled. See, switch port mode trunk. I have configured like switch port trunk allowed VLAN all also, but that is not showing because it is a L2 switch. Now try to ping here. The same VLAN I am trying to ping. Earlier it is request timeout. You can check here. And for this is the different VLAN. VLAN 10 to VLAN 20. I'm trying to ping 192.168 1.20. See, I cannot able to ping. Now, here I have isolated the information VLAN 10 to VLAN 20. Now, the broadcast is stop. The broadcast is isolated. Got it? Everyone. Any doubts in this lab?
No.
Dilip? Everyone.
No, sir.
So if I want to communicate VLAN 10 to VLAN 20, the requirement is happen here. I should have to configure. I want to communicate VLAN 10 to VLAN 20. The requirement is happen here. Your manager told to you should have to communicate two different VLANs. So what you will do that time? We did a isolation here. Isolated the VLAN information. The same VLAN only. Now earlier switch did the broadcast. Now check it. Switch is not doing the broadcast. Only whichever the required thing VLAN to VLAN that is sending. Jyoti,
Yes.
yeah, have you got it? Can I repeat again?
If you please repeat again, it's a little bit confusing.
Fine. See, the concept is here. Earlier, what I did, I haven't configured any VLAN. I try to ping every PC, each and every PC. The information is available here. You can check here. See, I try to ping VLAN 40 also. It was pinging. And dot 40. The PCs dot 40 is, you can check here that the top dot 40 is like this PC. For this PC, earlier the configuration was happened. The PC dot 40 is VLAN 20. Earlier, I haven't configured any VLAN, so that time it was ping was enabled. Ping is original. Ping is happen. The same VLAN also ping was happen. The same switch, the ping was happen. Understood? For this PC, right now I'm in dot 10. You can check here. The 192, 168, 1.10. The PC is this one. That PC, whenever the VLAN 1 is by default enabled that time. VLAN 1. With the help of VLAN 1, we can the switch is broadcast to information to everyone. So if because of same subnet, we can reach to every PC. Now my requirement is like I don't want to communicate VLAN 10 to VLAN 20. No, I don't want to. VLAN 10 to VLAN 10 only I should have to communicate. VLAN 10 to VLAN 20 I don't want to. And VLAN 20 to VLAN 20 I should have to communicate. So this is the HR department. And this one is the account department. And this one is the HR department. And this one is the account department. This one is the first floor. And this one is the second floor. They both are in different floors. In every floor, in real time also, every floor we having a like access switches. This is the access switch, L2 switch. This switch having 48 ports, otherwise 24 ports. That is depending on version, depending on what we are paying the switch. Depending on that is our requirement. Okay, so this PC having different. If you have multiple PCs also, like these all are the VLAN 10. They can communicate. If you have here VLAN 20 also multiple PCs, they can able to communicate. So I did here isolation. Understood now?
Yes.
With the help of this configuration part. So now you can check after the VLAN configuration, VLAN 20. I try to ping VLAN 20 here. VLAN 20 is same switch connected to this switch only, but VLAN is different. Request timeout I got. Same IP I try to ping, and I try to ping the different subnet. That time I haven't configured this is as a trunk port. This port as a trunk. I have not configured. After the configuration of trunk, then I try to ping. Then ping was enabled. So here the concept is like two ports. One is access port, and trunk port. Actually, the trunk port will be carry the multiple VLAN information. Trunk port will be carry the multiple VLAN information where we configure in between the switches. The trunk port will configure between the switches. The now coming to the access ports will configure is a host location. The host or server, you can assume like server or PC, or these all are the laptop, server, IP phone, printer. These all are these all are comes under end location. So here this is the access port. They not need also multiple VLANs. What is the requirement for that? If this is a working as VLAN 10 as well also VLAN 20, the requirement not it will be happen. It will be work only VLAN or single VLAN host. But now coming to different switches, we should have to configure as a trunk port. So here the frame tagging will be working. Frame tagging. So here we do two types of frame tagging methods. One is ISL and one is dot one queue. Dot one queue. So because this is a L2 switch, so here we haven't seen this kind of things. I'll show you next. Understood. So I have isolated two different VLANs here. You can check after then. Try to ping the VLAN 20 also, it is not pinging. Again, try to ping VLAN 30. Sorry, this PC VLAN 10, the same VLAN, both are in same VLAN 30. Final conclusion is here. Same VLAN we are pinging, and different VLAN if I am trying to ping different VLAN. This is the VLAN 20. I am trying to ping from here to here, here to here. It is not working, and here to here it is working because both are in VLAN 10. 40 is not working and 30 is work. I did a isolation. If you want to communicate two different VLANs, if you want to communicate this VLAN also, so we have concept like one is SVI, switch virtual interface, and router on a stick method. Router on a stick method. Router on a stick method. SVI, switch virtual interface. Switch virtual interface. Till anyone have any doubts? If you want, type in chat. If you have any queries, type in chat also. Guys, if I want to communicate two different networks, or two different networks, or two different VLANs also. If I want to communicate two different VLAN also, we need a L3 device. If I want to communicate two different network also, if I want to communicate two different VLAN also, I need L3 device. L3 device, it means we have SVI. sorry, multi-layer switch, MLS, multi-layer switch, apart from that router and router also and MLS, multi-layer switch also. These all are the L3 devices. This is the L3 device and this one is the L3 device. So we'll try to do the lab also. I'm taking the first devices, and before that we'll take SVA. One switch and two switches and host. This one is VLAN 10 and VLAN 10. It's visible.
Yes.
IP ranges, like I'll take here different networks 192.168.10.10 for this PC and 192.168.20 because of VLAN 20 and IP address of this PC is 10 slash value 24. It means class C IP address 192.168.10 dot and 20 for this PC and 192.168.20.20. This is the IP assignment. And how will assign the IP addresses? So here I am giving the statically, it will time taken process. So we have concept like DHCP, dynamic host configuration protocol. I'll explain you in next class. 10 dot, here 10 IP address. For 10, it's a different subnet. 20.10. 20.1, the default gateway of this IP address. Default gateway where I will configure this IP address is here in this VLAN 10 and 20 for VLAN 20. This is a default gateway. What I am doing, switch virtual interface. I'll explain that. So for this PC is given and this PC IP address. IP config and 20. Whenever you are configuring, to be check twice. Some mistakes will be happen, means you cannot find out the, if it will be take time to troubleshoot it. Yes, the IP configuration is done. You can check here. Now try to ping for this PC to this PC. If both will communicate or not, we'll check. Ping 192.168 10.10 for the gateway. For this, we haven't assigned till it. And try to ping 20.10 for this PC. Request timeout will be happen here. See, we cannot able to ping because both are in different network, and apart from the different VLANs also. Different network, and if you want to communicate two different networks, we need a L3 device. That is, here we take in MLS, multi-layer switch. Multi-layer switch. You can check. If you want to try to ping from here also for this different network, try to ping 192.168.20.20. Yes, it is pinging because here VLAN 1 is assigned with the help of that. We haven't assigned anything. To try to ping different network. We cannot able to ping. Even though you can try to ping here also. Same network, they can try to ping because the L3 switch also working here as a L2 only. We haven't assigned anything. This switch also because VLAN 1 is assigned. If you take in this place router, definitely it won't communicate. See what I explained here. The PC is here. This PC is trying to ping for this PC. It will be happen. If you are trying to ping from here to this PC, yes, it will be happen. Because of here, not for same VLAN, because of those are in the same network. Got it? Because of same network, they both are in, and this switch is working as a L2. Even though it's a L3 switch, so we haven't configured, we haven't given any roles are for you are the L3. So VLAN. See here VLAN 1 is by default enabled. With the help of that, it will be working. So we'll try to ping two different VLANs. So I'm configuring here as a MLS switch, multi-layer switch, config terminal. Have you got it, everyone? What is my scenario here? What should I am doing now, next level? Tomya, can you explain? What is my concern here? Guys, anyone can explain it? What is my scenario here and what is my concern here? What I should have or what I am try to achieve here? Yes, Saujanya.
They both are not on the same network. For two VLANs to be communicating with each other, they should be on the same network.
Mhm. So
Yeah.
here two different networks is there 192.168 10.10
Yes. Yes.
and this is a different network. They are
Yes.
both are
Two devices.
communicating to each other.
Those pieces are not on the same network.
Okay, that is first task, and second one is two different VLANs here, VLAN 10
Correct.
and VLAN 20. They
Yes.
are not communicating. So I should have
Yes.
to communicate two different VLANs also, two different networks also.
Yes.
Right now I'm trying to right now the communication is happen like this switch to this PC to this PC and this PC to this PC. Both are
Yes.
working fine because same network. Both are in same network. That is the reason they can reach. Even though it's a L3 switch, here it is working as a L2 only. Because we haven't assigned any port, like you are the L3 port. You are the L3 port. If you are assigning the L3 port, so you should have to enable the IP routing. Here not routing performing. Here only switching is on, still switching only performing here. This switches. This switch. Fine, great. If you have any questions, type in chat box. Interface. Fast Ethernet 0/1. And no shutdown. By default, it's up only and exit from here. So first I should have to configure VLAN 10 and name like HR. Exit and assign the VLAN 20 and name like here account. Exit from here. Exit and assign the how will do the SVI. SVI it means switch virtual interface. Switch virtual interface. So check here. What is virtual interface? VLAN 10. This is a virtual interface only. Changed interface. VLAN 10. It's a virtual interface. I'm giving the IP address. IP address 192.168. Default gateway is 1.1 0. By default, it's up only. No need to do no shutdown. And one more is VLAN 20, right? Interface VLAN 20. You can check here, changed status is up. IP address 192.168. Sorry, here I have taken 1. So I'll change that. 20.1. Exit and interface VLAN 10. I have given wrong IP address. This one. So I'm no command. So removing this with the help of no command, no IP address. So again, I'm giving the IP address. That is 192.168.10.1. Can verify. Show IP interface brief. Status protocol is still down. I will check what is the reason for that. Behind that, we haven't assigned for this interface as a trunk. So that is the reason. So before that, I will assign this interface as a config terminal interface fast Ethernet 0/1. So switch port mode trunk. It won't take because we should have to encapsulation. That is the frame tagging we should have to take before that. Command rejected on interface whose trunk encapsulation is auto cannot be configured to trunk mode. Before we should have to do the encapsulation, then only it work. So we have encapsulation methods like here ISL and .1Q. It's a Cisco one and this is the open standard. So I am assigning here switch port trunk. You can check here encapsulation. switch port trunk encapsulation, and check here only showing .1 queue because Cisco also refer to us do the .1 queue only because of it's having 4 byte of it will be carry the 4 byte of information, but ISL will be carry the 32 byte of information, and it's a slow also, it is not much more secure also, it will be not work every protocol also, in all the protocol it won't work, but coming to .1 queue it will be work in every protocol, and byte of information 4 only. So Cisco also refer to us do the .1 queue only. It's taken .1 queue, that much only. And switch port mode trunk we did earlier, the rejected, the command is rejected. Now try to make it trunk, mode is trunk. Now switch port went down and it will be come to up after spanning tree election. Exit interface. Now this port is enabled via as a trunk port, and for this port also. Interface fast Ethernet 0/2 and switch port trunk encapsulation .1 queue, and you are this trunk port, mode is trunk, this port is a trunk port, this much only. Verify the configuration, show running configuration for these two interfaces. For this interface as a mode as a trunk .1 queue and a mode as a trunk and encapsulation .1 queue. Done. And we have given the IP addresses also for interface for this IP address and interface this IP address. These are the virtual interfaces. This is a SVI, switch virtual interface. We haven't assigned the IP address for this interface, direct interface. Understood? We haven't assigned the IP address for this direct physical interface. We have assigned the virtual interface, that is VLAN. And now move to this switch. These two ports are access, and this port is a trunk because both it will be carry the VLAN 10 and VLAN 20 and VLAN 10 information. Two VLANs are available, multiple VLANs are available. That is the reason this port has a trunk and this port has a access. And these ports are a access and this port has a trunk. Now we'll configure it. Enable config terminal interface fast Ethernet 0/1. You are the switch port mode trunk. Exit and interface fast Ethernet 0/2 switch port. We haven't configured any VLAN here. It won't. It will be rejected again. So again, you can check switch port access VLAN 10. We haven't assigned the VLAN. So first we'll assign the configuration terminal, assign VLAN 10, name, HR, and VLAN 20, name, account. Exit interface fast Ethernet 0/2 switch port access VLAN 10, and you are this access port VLAN mode access. Switch port mode is access, and interface fast Ethernet 0/3 your switch port access VLAN 20 for this interface. Fast Ethernet 0/3 and switch port access VLAN, mode is access. Mode is access. Here this switch configuration is run. Show running configuration. Done. Port as a trunk, this port as a trunk, and these two ports as a access ports. For these two ports as a access port. Again, same thing we'll do here also for this switch also. Enable config terminal interface fast Ethernet 0/1. You are the port as a trunk. Mode. So it will not use mode trunk. Exit VLAN 10 name enter VLAN 20 name AC exit and interface fast Ethernet 0 by 2 switch port access VLAN 10 exit interface sorry you are the access mode because we should have to tell switch port mode access and interface fast Ethernet 0 by 3 says VLAN 20 switch port mode access exits check the configuration show running configuration watch okay any doubt till the configuration finished earlier we can able to reach the same VLAN now try to ping 192.168.20.10 for this PC try to ping this PC to this PC and this PC to this PC it's working earlier also now also it will work and this PC to this PC different PCs ping 192.168.20.10 different VLAN I'm trying to ping a different VLAN but still it is not pinging any reason behind that till it is not pinging it will ping because of same network try to ping at a different network 20.20 for this PC the IP address of this PC is 20.20 it is also not pinging what is the reason behind that anyone can answer it if right or wrong no issue try to give the answer we did in every configuration we have configured like you are the trunk port you are the access port and we configured like IP addresses for this IP this interface also show IP interface brief the port also came up earlier it was down now port also came up protocol also up status also up still we cannot able to try to ping any reason if right
Gateways.
or wrong no issue sorry Akhil
Routing.
Gateways. Maybe we have to.
Akhil what is it
I said different gateways.
different gateways okay anyone else Jyoti what is it
Routing table. We need to update routing table.
correct anything else answer Venkata Sai Sumita Ravindra Jagdish Soumya. Fine. That is, I told you, this device behavior is L2. L2 doesn't having the routing table. Yes, Jyoti, what you said, that is right, because of routing. Here we don't have routing table. Show IP route. You cannot find out the routing table here. If you want to enable the routing table, so we have it's important question and interview question also. How you will enable the routing table in switch, L3 switch, with the help of IP routing. For this command only, for single line command, IP routing. IP routing. Now you can check. Earlier we don't have routing table. Show IP route. We don't have any routing table. Now verify. Show IP route. We got the routing table. The 192.168.10.0. The subnet of this VLAN 10 directly connected to VLAN 10. And 192.168.20.0. This subnet is directly connected to VLAN 20. Now try to ping it now. One two packet will be dropped because of ARP table. Now try to same switch. We can first we did a ping from this switch, this PC to this PC. It is working. Now try to ping from this PC to this PC, and this PC to this PC. Earlier also it was working. Now try to ping for this PC to this PC. 20.10. Yes, it is pinging. So we achieved like two different VLANs can able to ping. Two different networks also can able to ping. With the help of, now it is working, earlier it was a L2 switch, now it is working as like L3 switch. I hope everyone got the concept of what we did today. If you have any questions, ask me, otherwise we'll bind up the session now. Any questions, anyone?
Can I have this recording?
Akhil, what you said?
I just want to go through this video again. Just this